AKwaaba, welcome back to my channel. My name is AKwaaba and this is What's the WHATSTHEWAHALAESI, where we discuss all the Wahala from the week. It is a new week. Thanksgiving happened. I hope that you got to spend some time with some family and friends and got to eat some good food, because I sure did. I was eating Ghanaian food all week, so I am definitely full. But you know what else is here to keep us full? This Wahala. So let's head to it. It is time for our big three.
Cause we the big three, don't need a big speech. We made the biggest impact, check the spreadsheet.
Alright, so starting off our big three is Porsha's wedding. Porsha finally married Simon Guabadi this weekend. They got married the day after Thanksgiving. I'm always interested about weddings like that, like the day after Thanksgiving or on Christmas or things like that. I'm like, you know, people are still around their families, but I don't know. Someone tried to tell me that it's because the whole family's together, and when they're inviting the whole family, then the whole family can just show up. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And the time, people have this time off. So anyway, you know, their wedding was over the top and big and beautiful. They had 2 ceremonies. People tried to say that she got married twice, and I'm like, no, these are 2 different ceremonies. It's the traditional, and then it's the white wedding. That's the way that African culture, they do their weddings. So she had 2 ceremonies. On Friday it was the big traditional wedding, and then on Saturday it was the white wedding, and she looked beautiful at both. A lot of stars attended. Nene Leakes was there, Candy was there, Yandy was there. It was a lot of people that showed up for Porsha. You know, a lot of people on Twitter had things to say just about how she initially started her relationship with Simon. If you don't know, Simon was married to Fallon, who was also on Real Housewives of Atlanta at the same time Porsha was, at least her last season, I believe. And they met and they came to their house and they were still married. It looked like they were still in a good union. And then by the time that the show was over, there were reports that Porsha was with Simon now. And so we don't really know what happened in the midst of all of that, but it led to this wedding. And so I wish the best for all parties in this situation. And I hope that Porsha has a happy marriage. And I hope that Fallon is also happy in all her endeavors. Moving on to our next story. The American Music Awards happened the week of Thanksgiving, that past Sunday. And as you guys may have heard, Chris Brown was supposed to perform. He was supposed to do a tribute to Michael Jackson for the Thriller anniversary. And for some reason, the AMAs canceled his performance, and it said for reasons unknown. The AMAs actually put a statement after some of the backlash for canceling the performance. They said that it was no fault of Chris Brown's and that sometimes performances just happen to get canceled. So at the AMAs, Chris Brown won an award and Kelly Rowland accepted it on his behalf because, of course, he was not there. She defended him because there were people booing and said that people deserve grace. There were a couple of other artists that came out to say that yes, he does deserve it, Sierra being one of them. I believe she was supposed to perform with him during the Thriller tribute, and also Jordan Sparks had some kind words to say about him as well. Now, I do understand where the backlash is coming from. I do feel like people need to be held accountable for their actions. I also do feel like people are redeemable. I know it hurts people to hear that, but I just feel like if something that you did, a mistake that you did, was still following you years later after, you probably already, were very hard on yourself, and now the whole world is being hard of you and they will never let you forget it. It's just like, come on, where is the grace? Because you would want that back. And I also, let me finish. I also understand this the whole Rihanna and Chris Brown situation is not the first time Chris Brown has been aggressive. There have been other reports of him being aggressive and just, you know, being discriminative towards dark-skinned women. I understand that. I also do feel like people can still grow from those instances as well. I'm not saying what he's doing is right. I'm not saying continue to make a mistake and, you know, just do it because people will forgive you. But I haven't seen anything in the past couple of years. So I don't know if he's really learned from his mistakes, but from what I can see, he is learning not to be the way that he was when he was younger. And so all I can do is not judge the situation and give him some grace from that. Moving on to our last story, Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa, they are throwing the Black Star Line Festival concert in Ghana on January 6th. I've already reported about this, but the lineup has been announced, so I want to share with you who will be performing. On top of Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa performing, Erykah Badu will be, T-Pain, Sarkodie, Manifest, Jeremiah, Asaka Boys, and Toby. So it is going to be definitely a star-studded lineup. It is a free concert. The locals, I believe, they got their first chance at the free tickets, and then those visiting will get their chance, or if they haven't already, they will get a chance to get their free tickets as well. It is a very American American lineup, which is like, okay, you know, and then they have some African artists in it, but I do see the point is to bridge the gap between American artists and Africa, and so I definitely see why. I just feel like I'm not going out of my way to stay to go see that concert when I can come see them here in America. And so yes, I feel like this concert is definitely for the people that the locals in Ghana, because they don't normally get to see these artists, and that is a great thing. They are also, Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa are also giving discounts through United. So if you are still planning to go to Ghana and you are looking for tickets, United is giving a discount with, I believe, a code that they have. So just go on their website and you will find it. I still think that the tickets are very expensive at this point. It is now December. So yeah, it is expensive at this point. I think that they needed to do this earlier, back in the summer, when the tickets were already cheaper, because it's not going to help too much. But this is also the first time they're doing this, so there are things to learn from. And I'm glad that they're doing something, you know. That is our big three. Let's head to our weekly wrap-up. August Alsina seemingly shows off his new lover, which is a man, on The Surreal Life. 130 of Lotto's songs were leaked last week, and some seem to also be reference tracks, which allege that she does not write all her raps. Megan Thee Stallion becomes the first Black woman to cover Forbes 30 Under 30 issue. Congratulations. Odell Beckham Jr. was escorted off of a flight for alleged unruly behavior. Big Sean and Janae Aiko welcomed their son Noah into the world. Congratulations to them. I'm so happy for her. And lastly, the World Cup has been going on. Okay, Senegal was the first African country to make it out of their group and moving on to the next round. Morocco just kicked Canada out, and they will also be advancing to the next round. Cameroon will be going up against Brazil tomorrow to see who makes it to the next round. Whew. And then Ghana will be going up against Uruguay again. If you don't know the pain we have felt against Uruguay from 2010, I'm not even going to talk about it. Please just go and find out. But this match is serious. It's crucial. It's crucial so we can make it to the next round, but it's crucial for other reasons. So we are wishing Cameroon and Ghana the best of luck tomorrow. We hope that all of the African countries make it out, make it into the next round. Tunisia was unfortunately eliminated, but we hope the rest make it, because come on, we got it. So that is our weekly wrap up. Let's head to what's on my playlist. What's on my playlist? What am I listening to? What am I watching? What am I getting into? I am listening to the Black Panther Wakanda Forever track list. What is that called? A soundtrack? Yes, I am listening. Goodness. I am listening to that because it is so good. I love the movie. Also add that to your playlist. If you have not watched it yet, it was so good. 10 out of 10 for me. And the music was just great as well. A great accompaniment. And I'm watching From Scratch. I know I'm kind of late. Honestly, y'all, it came out within the month. So I just got to it and I really enjoyed it. It was so sad. I cried a lot. I'm not ruining anything because a lot of people told me that. I saw a lot on Twitter. The tears that fell from my face, I could not stop. So yes, if you have not seen From Scratch yet and you're still deciding on to watch it or not, I would definitely watch it, not before you go into a happy setting. It is really sad, but it's really good too. So, and as you guys know, I love to end my show with some positivity and some great vibes. Today's message is don't be fooled by manipulation. It can come in so many different forms. It can come from people that you feel like you trust. It can come from people you feel like you trust, people you wouldn't expect to do certain things to you. But don't be fooled by it. Be aware of it. Be diligent in the way you communicate back to that person on how they're making you feel. And if they don't take accountability for the situation, you just know what boundaries you need to set into place. I think that is important when you realize certain things. Because some people, it does take a while for them to get it. Some people get it right away. Some people never get it. It's definitely important to put those boundaries there if you don't already have it. Alright, you guys, Medase Pan, thank you so much for watching this episode. It took a lot for me to film today. I had already written out my script and my computer just shut down and I lost everything. So this wasn't exactly how I wanted to give you the news today, but I'm so glad if you've made it to the end of the video. I will be back next week, better, more on it, and it is the first day of Vlogmas. I am not doing Vlogmas this year, y'all. But I'm still posting. I will still post 2 videos a week. And so look out for that. Look out for all my videos. Happy holidays to you all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.